Hello and welcome to All Aligned. I am Jessica and I am so glad you are joining me because today we are bringing it back to basics. If you are brand new to yoga, never stepped on a yoga mat before, then this is going to be the series for you. So we're going to be doing 4 practices and they're just going to build and progress off of each other. So we're going to start really simple, really basic, just getting those main poses, making sure we've got the correct alignment, and we're just gonna, with each practice, build off of that. So all you're going to need today is a mat and a blanket of any kind, just something you can kind of fold up a little bit, and let's get all aligned. Okay, we are going to be starting in just a seated, cross-legged position. In yoga, it's just called easy pose. But to make it even easier, I recommend taking your blanket and you can really fold it up as much as you'd like. But the more you have it folded up, then the more it's going to lift up those hips, which will just make this seated pose a little bit more comfortable. And you're actually going to just sit right on the edge of that blanket. So as we get comfortable here, just allow your palms to rest on your knees. Just take a nice deep breath in, shrug those shoulders up, and then on your exhale, allow them to relax down your back. So here in this posture, I want you to think about rooting your sits bones down into your mat or blanket, but we still want to lengthen up through the spine. You want to gently pull your belly button back and in towards your spine. And then again, like we already did, relax those shoulders and think about extending up through the crown of your head. From here, you are more than welcome to close your eyes, or you can keep them open as well. Breath is a really important thing in yoga. While you're sitting here, without changing anything, just start to notice your breath. Is it short and shallow? Is it full and long? Is it uneven? Just become aware of your breath right now. In yoga, there's really only 3 things you need to do when on your mat. Doing, feeling, and breathing. You need to do the poses, the stretches, but you need to not just do them, you need to feel them. Feel how those poses feel in your body. Notice the stretch, maybe a little uncomfortable. Maybe notice pain. We don't want any of that. So feeling the movements. And then of course, most important is to breathe. You want to breathe with the poses. Flowing breath is what helps you get through any challenging moments. So if anything, just always come back to your breath. What we're going to do here, just a little breathing exercise. We're just going to be breathing in and out for a count of 4, and I'll guide you. And we'll be breathing in and out through your nose. So begin to take an inhale through your nose as we count to 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. And then exhale out your nose again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in your head, do that same counting. Even breath in. Even breath out. Now keep your steady breath going, but let go of the counting. Just breathing in through your nose, and an even breath out your nose. If you close your eyes, you can blink them open. Even from that short amount of time of just focusing on our breath, just take note of how you feel. Maybe a little more calm, centered, a little more focused. Now also with the breath. When moving with the breath, typically, anytime you open or expand the body, that's when you would want to inhale. And then anytime you're contracting or crunching in, that's when you would exhale. So continue to have your hands rest on your knees. We're going to do some seated cat-cows moving with the breath. So take a deep breath in. You're going to bring your chest forward just far as comfortable. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your chin. So we're expanding the chest, inhaling. And then as you exhale, start to round through your upper back. Your chin comes in towards your chest and you're going to pull your belly button back to your spine. Let's do that again. As you inhale, expand, open up the chest. And then exhale, round, pull that belly button in, chin to chest. Good, one more time. Inhale, open up, lift the chin. And then exhale, round, chin to chest. Very nice. Go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. I want you to just take your right hand, let it rest to the right side. Take an inhale and we're going to reach that left arm up and over, just for a gentle side stretch to the right. Again, as we hold this stretch, as you inhale, think about lengthening a little bit more. And then on your exhale, maybe stretch a little deeper. Want to use the breath to move you into the poses. Take an inhale here, come up through center, left hand down to your mat. Take an inhale, reach that right arm up and over to the left. Again, on your inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, maybe stretch a little deeper. Good, deep breath in as we come up through center. Go ahead and just bring your hands together at your heart. Take another inhale. And then this time on your exhale, we're going to move into tabletop. So moving on to our hands and knees. You're welcome to keep your blanket. Maybe have it just folded once. But you can have those knees resting on that blanket just for a little more support. So as we come into tabletop here, you want to make sure those shoulders are directly in line with your wrists and that the hips are in line with your knees. We'll start here with the top of the feet, pressing into the mat. You want to spread out through all 10 fingertips. So anytime you're on the hands here, it's really important to protect the wrists. Make sure you have most of your weight in your index finger and thumbs, okay? So you don't want to really sit back in those wrists. Really press into those fingertips. Also, rotate those arms out. So that means the elbow creases are pointing towards the front of your mat. All right, just like we did seated, we're going to do some cat-cows. So on your inhale, just let your belly drop down. Your tailbone will lift. Chest will come forward a little bit and your chin will come up. So here we are in cow. Take a moment, just feel this posture. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, and then on your exhale, we're gonna round through the upper back. Drop that tailbone, bring your chin to your chest, and again, pull that belly button up to your spine. Again, just hold it here. Notice how the body feels. And then again, on your inhale, let your belly drop. Lift the chin, your tailbone. And then on your exhale, round your upper back, drop that tailbone down. Imagine you're pushing away from your mat. Now just move back and forth, inhaling as we drop the belly for cow. And then exhaling as we round the back for cat. Just follow your breath here, your pace. Go through one more round. And then we'll return back to a neutral spine. Just because it feels good here, just kind of move a little side to side. Look over one shoulder and then the other. And then let's just return back to center. This time you're going to curl those toes under. We're going to make our way to down dog. So walk those hands just a little bit closer to the front of your mat. Again, more pressure in the index finger and thumbs. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, start to lift up those knees and send the tailbone and hips up to the sky. Now I want you to start here with a nice bend in the knees. So really this pose, it's more about lengthening the spine than trying to get the heels to touch the floor. We won't worry about that right now. So have a nice bend in the knees, belly comes towards the thighs. Again, weight in the index finger and thumbs, and just let your head hang between your arms. Try and draw the shoulder blades down your back. You're just trying to send that tailbone up just high as you can. We won't be here too long, but just come back to your breath. Take an inhale, exhale it out. Good, from here, go ahead and look forward, and taking your time, we're going to start to make our way to the top of our mat. Bringing those feet up towards your hands, just a nice easy forward fold. Again, let's have that nice bend in the knees, belly towards your thighs. Allow that upper body to hang heavy. You can let the arms just dangle, or maybe grab the elbows and just sway back and forth. Relax your head, shake the neck a little, yes and no. And then pressing into those feet very slowly here, take your time. Start to stand all the way up, keeping your arms at your sides. The last thing to come up will be your head. Good, we're now coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. There's a few things I kind of want to point out here, and we're just going to start from the bottom and work our way up. Without even changing anything, notice where the weight is in your feet. Maybe you have the weight in the inner part of your foot. Maybe you're in the outer part. Are you kind of leaning forward or back? Just become aware of that. And then just start to make sure your weight is evenly distributed between all four corners of the foot. So the toe, big toe, the pinky toe, both sides of the heel, we're equally pressing down into the mat. We're going to travel up into our knees. Make sure you have nice soft knees. So you don't want to lock out those legs here. Soft, tiny bend in the knees. Now we're going to get up to the hips and pelvis. There's a couple important parts here that will help carry you through all or most of all the other poses. So two things you'd want to remember here. You want to lengthen your tailbone down, but also pull your belly button up and in towards your spine. Now you want to do both of these, because if you do just one, that's going to get you out of alignment. For example, if you just lengthen your tailbone down, then your hips pop forward and we're not standing up straight. If you just pull your belly button in, that sometimes causes people to stick their butt out, and again, it just doesn't feel good on the back. So you want to do both. You're lengthening the tailbone down, pulling the belly button in. So we're just creating this nice, straight, neutral spine. This may take a little work at first, so don't worry too much about it, but just become aware of it. Good, now that we got that core nice and strong, relax the shoulders down the back. Allow your palms to face open towards the front of the mat. You also want to lengthen up through the top, the crown of your head. So it's this feeling of rooting the feet down, but then extending up. Again, I know it's kind of a lot right now, but just take in what you can. So here we are, our nice, strong mountain pose. Go ahead and just take a full breath in here. Exhale it out. Good, on your inhale, go ahead and reach those arms up to the sky. Stretch up through those fingertips. And exhale, fold it forward. From here, we're going to just rise up halfway. So hands will rest on your thighs. Hug those elbows in. We're creating a nice flat back here. So imagine you could be able to rest like a little teacup or coffee, whatever you prefer, right on the back, and it's not going to move or spill because we have a nice flat back. So again here, kind of same idea as mountain pose. Lengthen your tailbone back. Pull that belly button in. Relax the shoulders, lengthen out through your spine. Go ahead and take a full breath in. And on your exhale, just fold it forward. Good, from here, press into your right foot. And we're just going to step your left foot back. Keep that blanket where it is if you had it out. And just let that knee come down onto your blanket. So we're coming into a low lunge. Couple points to think of here. Watch that front knee. Just keep it right in line with your ankle, or at least behind your toes. For now, the back of that foot, top of that foot will press into your mat. Now to start, just whatever feels comfortable, maybe let those hands rest on your knees. Maybe you can reach down to your mat. This is a really big stretch for that left hip flexor, left thigh. So just be wherever is comfortable. You always want to feel a little uncomfortable in a stretch, but you never want pain. So again, we're just feeling that pose in our body. Now if you're feeling comfortable, you could always curl those back toes under just for a little more support. But try and take an inhale here and just reach those arms up to the sky. Now again, we're lengthening that tailbone down, pulling that belly button in to protect that low back. It's okay if you don't really sink forward that far. You'll get there eventually. Again, it's just making sure we're in that right positioning, protecting the back. Go ahead and take an inhale. And then on your exhale, let those hands come to your mat. And then you're going to lift your back knee and we're going to step that front foot back, coming into our down dog again. Again, let there just be a nice bend in the knees. You want to just focus on lengthening the spine. Take an inhale, look forward. On your exhale, make your way towards the top of your mat. We're back in that nice easy forward fold. Let there be that bend in the knees. On your inhale, we're just going to rise up halfway for that flat back. Again, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the tailbone towards the back of your mat. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold it forward. This time, weight in your left foot. Step your right foot back. Let that right knee come down to your mat or blanket. Watch that front knee. Make sure it's in line with your ankle. And again, whatever feels comfortable. Hands can reach down to your mats, or maybe let them rest up top. Also with this low lunge, you want to think about having those hips pointing towards the front of your mat. So in this case, that may mean pulling the left hip back, right hip forward a little bit. You just don't want to be opening out to the right. Again, lengthen that tailbone down, pull that belly button in. See, we're working those abs without even doing sit-ups. From here, if you want to give it a try, take an inhale and reach those arms up nice and tall. Again, think about rooting down into your mat, but you're extending up through those fingertips. Take an inhale. And then exhale, let those hands come down. Curl your back toes, and we'll make our way back to that down dog. Send those hips up high. Think about gently pulling your heart towards the thighs. Let there be a nice bend in those knees. Take a full breath in here. And then on your exhale, go ahead and remove your blanket to the side. Let your knees come down. And we're going to make our way onto our back. As we come there, just whichever way feels comfortable, you can just slowly come down. If you want to rock a little side to side, you can. And then we will eventually be making our way onto our back here. Have those knees bent, feet on your mats. We're going to just do a little windshield wiper here. So that just means dropping the knees to one side and then to the other. And now the next time the knees go over to the right, let them drop all the way down to the ground. So we're just in a gentle supine twist. You can let those arms come out to a T. Just keep your gaze right up towards the ceiling. Your next inhale, bring those knees back to center. And then let those knees drop down to the left. Hold it here, supine twist to the other side. You want to try and keep that right shoulder pressing down into your mat. In the beginning of our practice, we were focusing on even inhales and exhales. But now as we start to come towards the end of our practice, you can start to think about lengthening your exhales. By lengthening those exhales, it's just a way to calm the body. Just a little cue for the body that no more effort is needed. It's now time to relax. Go ahead and slowly use that core, pull those knees back up to center. Go ahead and just let both legs straighten out onto your mats. Let your arms rest at your side. We're not going to be here for too long. You're welcome to close your eyes. And I want you to take a moment here and just check in with your body. Just kind of notice how you feel now compared to when you first stepped on your mat today. Just notice how even a short practice can make you feel maybe a little more calm, a little more relaxed. Just notice how you're a little more in tune with your body. Now aware of your breath. Yoga is just about taking the time for you. It's not about doing the hardest poses or being the most flexible. It's just about bettering your body and your mind. Just taking care of yourself. Giving yourself some time to just focus on you and just really check in with how you're feeling. If you have those eyes closed, go ahead and blink them open. Just kind of wiggle out those fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in, reach those arms overhead, just a nice big full body stretch. And then go ahead and roll onto your side. You'll gently push yourself up. Just come back into that easy pose. Just let those hands rest on your knees. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. Go ahead and bring your hands together at your hearts. If this was the first time on your mat, then thank you so much for choosing to start that journey with me. Like I said, this is going to be a 4-part series, so stay tuned. We're going to build and progress with each pose, allowing you to feel stronger, maybe a little more flexible, but also just more balanced and at peace and more aware of your body. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, namaste.